Welcome to Circle Strafe, and this is a wheel of maps. We will spin it 3 times. The first one will be for Doom 2, then the next will be for TNT Evolution. The final spin will be for Plutonia Experiment. Here, after getting the 3 maps, we play each 3 of them in UV difficulty. So for Doom 2, we got map 30, which is the famous Icon of Sin map with a John Romero head. Since it's a boss map, we will play it last. Now for TNT Evolution, we got map 4, which is a wormhole, and it is a very tricky map to start in a pistol start. Better get ready to see my ass die 10 times here. And for the dreaded Plutonia, we got map 8, Realm, as if things weren't worse. So this is the first video of the Doom Randomizer series.
Yeah, so we were starting with TNT as I realized both Plutonia map 8 and Doom map 30 might be a pain in the ass. So yeah, we start with Wormhole. If you start recklessly in this map, you'll get sniped by the shotgunners. So it's better to snipe them instead and use these specters as meat shields. By this point, the map seemed fine, but now we had to navigate both sides of the staircase. And as I went to the right staircase, obviously, there was an ambush, where these chain gunning and shotgunning idiots were leading the way to catch any ignorant player off guard, but I had my own chain gun, so take the fat L. Backtracking to kill a monster like this Spectre here is something I hate a lot, but I have never left a monster alive, which I have awakened though in the end of this map. I probably don't even got 30% of the kills. And as for one monster in Doom, I'd even put in the same sentence as the chain gunner is the Revenant, and it is definitely a monster I struggle with. You'll later see how freaking close I was to restarting it again in map 8 of Plutonia, so keep watching for that. And the best part about this map is that you don't even need to go to the left staircase or to the alternate wormhole of this map. It just gives you the exit once you go in that Revenant corridor. Just take care of the shotgunners in one hell night, and it's over. What a freaking easy map. Now it's time for Doom 2, and we have to play the final map of this one, which is map 30, the Icon of Sin. And look at that, so many weapons. I'll be having a lot of fun with this one, haha. So let's get started with ending this goat-headed mastermind. This map is infamous for a lot of reasons, but everyone knows how the final boss is defeated. Just get a big OL rocket launcher and pump it so many times that the Icon of Sin's brain explodes, and he can't use it to spawn more cubes for his little monsters. And since you have the big freaking Gun 9000, just see any horde and spew all that green plasma up on those monsters' throats. Sometimes while you're up this elevator, you may get your ass backshot about lost souls, or just arachnotrons, or pushed away, so you're gonna fall a few times. But in the end, after the second fall, I just used the BFG, and as said before, I annihilated them with this god of a weapon. Now, the final time I rode this lift, I knew I'd aim it straight at his exposed forehead. And that's what I did, so pumping a few more rockets, and he succumbed to the most main character guy in the history of gaming, Doomguy. Now, the next one will take time, and my brain's off, freaking Plutonia. So this is where the actual hell on Earth starts, and there's a reason why this WAD pack was so feared during its time, and this map, Realm, from a pistol start was an actual realm of pain that is inexplainable. Now the entrance wasn't anything to be too worried off, just a shotgunner and amples of space to take on 2 Barons of Hell, because you have the GOAT super shotgun in your disposal too. Killing these 2 Barons took out a lot of my shotgun shells though, and that was the only downside because above I'd be in for some nasty monster placements. I didn't mind the Hell Knights app, but the pain of the bitchy elementals really did try their best to trickle down every bit of my HP and ammo. And not just one of these. There were 2 pain elementals at both sides. And you can't even stay at one spot standing, or else the Revenants are going to shoot you with their missiles before you look, and the chain gunners will snipe you up for breakfast. Take that, you stupid floating skull from your big fat brown blob pain elemental anyways. So I had more tougher monsters to take care of, especially these lanky bones of hell. Now sniping these chain gunners I thought was going to be more of a pain, but it was actually pretty simple. Just hide behind the wall and let the chain gunners and revenants infight, which they surely will, to contest who is the most annoying monster in this game, and the rest of this area was just filled with some shotgunners and imps, and there was this dark tunnel with water which had 3 main cubies, but I took care of each of them, and it released just 1 revenant. Till now, this map seemed moderate, but later, oh boy, the traps it would release would make me think Doom 2 is an actual paradise, and the ultimate Doom episodes are actual heaven. Now on flipping this damned switch released so many lanky boners that you wouldn't have thought that these many of them were ready to be gooning up on you. Not the goon you think, though, you social media doomers. Yeah. So taking out most of these revenants at the start was easy with a plasma gun, and take 1 or 2 left with just a shotgun, and that's about it, other than that we proceed to the newly opened tunnel at the right of us. This room with the imps was easy and not Plutonia-like at all. This map has more imps currently than chain gunners, which is utter woke nonsense considering that this is Plutonia, not Doom 2. But later we will see more of these fat gunners, and less of these filthy and spiky monsters less. Now came this dark basement section, and it had a ton of chain gunners. I won't even say their names, it's too big of a word, just call them FA for fat asses, and their respecters. So yeah, we went through somehow, and found ourselves to some weird-looking green monument, who knew monsters and villagers from Minecraft, both like emeralds. So I sniped the remaining FAs and went on my way to the blue door. And I thought what could be there, but it's about time you see. Shit, you cacodemons, for ruining my run. Now there's no 100% no death run for the first episode itself, you red oversized meatball. So anyways, enough angering over it, we have infinite lives as Doomguy. So let's go. I save in advance in the tunnel for this, so yeah. You can't play Plutonia without having at least one save file, and once again we had to take care of these FAs who this time actually didn't pose much of a threat. So we procced to the blue door to kick some caco ass, and as soon as the door flew open, I made the barrels explode. So it's just me, the cacodemons, and a couple of revenants at the opposite side. And don't forget about the mud floor, which is apparently toxic, and you can't step on it. This part was simple, just take your time and launch some big juicy rocket from the funny looking rocket launcher directly into the Revenant's bony torsos. But I kept on missing, and it took time. But in the end, we got them. Now, this poisonous floor was something I wasn't a fan of at all, but we flipped the switch, and as we went down the little platforms and interacted with the steel lift, a Revenant had it already preoccupied. So we made quick work. And after flipping any switch in Plutonia, every part of your brain should be ready for a trap at any possible part. Who knows, if I ride this lift, there's plenty of archviles or chain gunners. But there wasn't any. So we went to the starting area, and it seemed normal, but I was confused Where was the actual switch to flip this blue blockages up? So I went looking for a switch which was just beside that area. Now I feel so damn stupid. Oh, there is that damn switch, and it had to be hidden just near the torch, huh? And just going on my merry way, and oh damn it, who knew Revenants were chivalric? Because they had a freaking archvile in front of them up on my face. So I equipped the plasma rifle and incinerated that long reincarnating monster. And look at that, aren't we circle strafing? So if you aren't familiar enough, then you are now how much we love to do that. These Revenant missiles can hover near me, but we circle strafe all of them. And they repeated the same trap here, but somehow this one caught me more. Maybe I was in a hurry to go to the toilet, but that's beside the point. Here I almost lost cut and the Revenant hit me and I was left in little HP. So I went down and did my best to hide and then hit the Revenants, and damned, I was left at 4 hit points, just 4, and somehow we took down the final Revenant. And this was Realm. Oh god, I never want to play a map like that again. So we are done with episode 1 of this series. If you like this video, then make sure to like and subscribe, because we will do more of this, as this isn't just interesting, it's rip and tear. And that's how Doom is. Even if it's old, it's still gold.